Yeah! Time to work, baby! Hi, I'm Brett. That's Greg over there.
It's true. That's my name.
Yeah!
And I am over here.
Here's my best friend. He's blocking me from doing my... What the fuck, dude? Oh my god,
this guy's
he's
such a
killing
punk.
me.
This guy's such a punk. This guy's legit, but he's just got that GI problem.
Gastrointestinal.
That is correct.
Thanks for joining us again on the Weekend Warriors, everybody.
Yeah, you know, we just really take this moment. For those of you who are still there.
Are you recapping? Is this a recap?
No, I'm saying thank you so much. If you stuck with us through all this box moving and these intermittent run-ins with the gang members, and you're still here, well, we really appreciate it.
Hey, man. I think what's most important is that, like, in between the actual bits of gameplay and the actual bits of narrative development, is that we just have, like, a good time.
That's right.
And all it really takes is something to, like, get us thinking, something, like, tough to think about.
That's right.
For example, I think one of the...
Man, you stacked those perfect.
Thank you. I think one of the very first things that made, like, a big chink in my Christian armor, because I used to be a Christian, but I'm not a Christian anymore.
Wow. You're opening heart.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about this. It just was.
I'm
but
down.
I remember
Let's do it.
The concept of... It was like one of my dad's friends when I was little. I don't know. I was probably like 8 or 9. And for some reason... No! There we go. For some reason... We started talking about the concept of, like, the afterlife, because that's what fascinated me as a kid. I'm sure it fascinated a lot of us when we were little, like, what happens after you die, you know?
Right.
We started talking about heaven. And my mom, my dad's friend, she was a lady, and we started talking about the concept of heaven. And, you know, I grew up with, like, cartoons and movies that depict heaven in a very fun, almost comical way. Like, you go and you basically can do whatever the fuck you want, right?
Right.
Yeah, I
Man,
eliminated
you bumped
that guy.
him out of existence.
He's gone, dude.
That's a murder. You're going to get drawn up on charges for that.
And then this lady, who was like my dad's age at the time, she told me the real shit. Like, she told me the real shit. She was like, well, it's not so much like it is in the movies. Like, is this real?
I was like, you're not going anywhere. We're waiting for police to arrive.
So I had to get rid of him, Greg.
You have to ask him how heaven is.
Yeah,
so
she told me it's not like it is in the movies. Like, it's more like you are there not to do whatever you want. Like, you're there for eternity in the service of God. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? She's like, well, you are basically there to be a servant of God for eternity. And I hated that. I was like, wait.
That's the reward?
Right. Not even that, like, is that all I get? I wasn't entitled. I was like, that's what I get for living my life well? It was that, like, wait, you mean that, like, the best thing I can ever hope for, period, is being, like, essentially, like, an eternal slave?
Right.
That's what I thought to myself, kind of, and then from that, like, that was a big chink in the armor of, like, tink. It's like, that sucks, you know?
Right.
What a shitty thing.
Right.
I don't know about you. That sounds shitty to me.
Absolutely. Of course it does. Now, there's a whole faction of Christians out there listening to this and being like, oh, that's such a shame that was your experience.
Yeah.
Had I been there, I could have explained.
I would love to hear other explanations.
Either explain that that's not how it is or explain why that is a reward. Because there are people who go both ways.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing about Christianity is people interpret it so wildly differently.
About fucking theism in general.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was probably a big chink in the armor back
I
in the
totally
day.
understand.
What was one of your first big chinks?
One of my first big chinks was because I went to Christian schools, and so they would try to teach this shit to us, and sometimes the teachers weren't very well equipped to teach it.
Are you about to hit me with a situation in which you had like a question that just couldn't get answered?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what the question was?
No, it wasn't my question, but it was the time when they were trying to explain the Holy Trinity, and they were like, the Father, He is the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Now,
and you're like, go on.
These days, there are versions of that explanation that could totally win me over.
Okay.
Like if you explain to me like whatever process of singularity or like there or energy being omnipresent or whatever, you could win me over with that. But the teacher was not very well equipped to answer the question, and they got to this place of just because, that's how it is.
Oh, that is. I don't know about you. When I was little, that was the ultimate that was an instant. You lost 900 respect points for me as a child.
Right.
It's like because I said so.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly. And she wasn't like throwing her weight around. She was just like someone was like, well, that makes no sense. She was like, I know it makes no sense, and that's the test of faith. Is that you just have to accept it.
That is the ultimate option select.
And I had gotten to a point in my cognitive maturity that I knew that like I was just getting used to making sense of shit.
Yeah.
And I knew that was one of those things that like doesn't add up.
It was a big red flag for you.
Someone says just because and you just have to accept it, and that is the test of faith. I was like, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
There's a right time and right place for faith. I think there's a right time and right place for faith.
Yeah, what we're talking about is trust.
But yeah, exactly.
But
I'm asking you to ignore this shit that doesn't add up.
Right. Ignore evidence? No.
I can't do that now. No. Now, as an adult, there are things that I do
actively ignore in order to deal with your existential dread.
Exactly. Perfectly said. There are also things that I do like have faith about. That I do.
Lunchtime, eh?
Assume will resolve or put positive energy towards them resolving in a positive way. There are things I don't demand explanations of, but they just didn't walk me through that at the right place at the right time in my development.
I feel you.
I blame them.
What if this is what these guys were talking about on their lunch break?
That would be real fucking creepy. That's what I hope will happen with the spying ass technology in video games and devices in general. I hope they just start.
What's up? Hey man,
I really
you got
do.
A girl? Huh? I don't really have time for stuff like that.
Well, you at least got your eye on someone, right?
Mark,
Yo, I don't know what you plan on getting out of life, but I'll tell you, it sure is a great thing to have yourself a woman.
Mark,
you should go on a date.
You offend Rio?
I know what you're getting at, but I wouldn't want someone important to me to get involved in my problems.
Rio was scandalized. He was like, Mark, we're at work.
Rio, Yora, what? I feel like both people just assumed that each other was gay in that conversation.
They both, now they're staring at the floor.
Yeah, guess so.
Hey Rio, how long you planning to continue working here?
I haven't decided yet.
Just give me a week's heads up so I can find someone else to eat my lunch.
I'll see you later.
That was so weird. Mark. Rio, Yora. Like both people thought they were being hit on by the other person.
That's going to be awkward for 2 more hours.
Hello? Wow.
I feel like there are new boxes in here every time.
That's a lot of Dreamcasts.
My gosh. Some of these boxes are surely for controllers.
Do you have Xboxes yet? So there was a time when every video game system ever was a Nintendo to like adults.
Right. That's how much market share Nintendo had.
Was there a time when it was Sega? I don't think there was. I don't think there was a time when it was like, all right, you can play with your Sega or whatever. Go play Sega.
Close. Got close.
I think some people said that, but it would never overtook the Nintendo.
Yeah, it always meant a Genesis.
Nintendo was overtaken eventually.
By?
I think parents eventually started saying like you can go play on your Xbox or whatever. I think at a certain point, at least out here. Am I wrong, guys? Or maybe it wasn't that it got overtaken. Maybe like parents, we just grew into the parents and like we know the difference between all that shit.
Uh-huh. Well, there was a time when Nintendo was the only, it wasn't just the most popular, it was the only platform that people knew about. That
well,
most
there were like
about.
Ataris and shit.
Right, and 3DO. 3DO and Jaguars. Jaguar came later.
Yeah. That was Atari. Atari Jaguar.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was it a later version of Atari?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for explaining that to me after all these years.
You're like, what?
Hisaka-san,
Maybe I should revisit Christianity.
you know about a deal going down with the Mad Angels?
Deal? What deal? Don't go getting yourself mixed up in any strange dealings.
No, I'm not.
But I really am.
If you say so. Just don't get involved in anything dangerous.
Yeah.
Are you hiding something from me,
I'll be on my
Rio?
way.
Because I don't like it when people hide things from me. You
What
gotta
the fuck
say
is
that through a
this?
smile to be scary. Uh-oh.
Well, who are you?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Where are you?
Resting?
Sorry.
She's just resting.
Please let me enjoy my
In her
bacon
Burberry,
peas.
in her Burberry
I guess so.
apron. You're a freak.
What's going on here?
Kick dust at her.
Oh, Greg,
Oh, sorry.
you're a bully.
I'm sorry. Those are my old bully tendencies.
Is she looking for her children that were lost during like the fucking winter? What's going on?
She's waiting to be knighted. Duh. Looking for her children in what, you say?
We're lost in the winter. It's like we lost another one.
That's awesome.
And like human beings used to purposefully have litters because like the kids would just die. Remember that?
Wow. I hadn't ever considered that before.
Yo.
The kids would die and they needed somebody to till the land.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Hey,
Excuse me.
Yes?
Have you seen any suspicious guys around at night?
just you, man.
You? Hazuki,
Oh my
right?
god, I thought he was doing what I was saying.
Someone asked me about you.
What?
Who was it?
He was.
They looked like a couple of thugs to me.
Is that so? Thank you.
His hat says cargo, I think.
Dude, people have been asking about us.
That's good. Yeah, I better be scared.
That's what I'm saying. Can we go in here? Hario!
Oh boy!
Couple of customers came. I don't know what I'm doing with this accent anymore.
It's good.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
every bit as it's an accurate Tom, which is to say that it's a very inaccurate.
I need
Jamaican?
you, Master Chen. What's your name? Dio Hazuki.
Man, this
As
guy's
far
got
as I know,
a
Mr.
Pence
Chen is
look
not
of consternation. He's
I'm
like
afraid
the
I can't
Japanese
let you
Mike
in.
Pence to me.
Pence
He
like.
just looks concerned.
He's pensive.
He's Pence-like.
Some guys were asking about. I sound like Christoph Waltz.
Rio, do me a favor and roll up the leg of your pants so I can stick you with this needle.
What is that a reference to?
Just murders.
What? What? What are you talking about? You better explain yourself. What is that a reference to? What does that mean?
Just dark murdery shit.
Who murders someone by?
Y'all conspiracy theorists out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I don't. Will you? Did you just accidentally let loose something that I shouldn't know about or something?
No, man. It's just like all the conspiracy theorists that think that certain natural deaths were assassinations, plus combined with all like actual official accounts of political assassinations that take place. A lot of the times they'll put like disease or cancer in a syringe and they will coat your clothes or they will prick you. That's some real conspiracy shit. Like, do you remember?
What the fuck?
What's the name of the dude that went to prison because he ran somebody over with his car during the filming of Straight Outta Compton? What's that evil dude's name?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on. He said he was accused at one point of killing Tupac. He was accused at another
Suge
point.
Knight?
Suge Knight.
Oh, okay.
Suge Knight, he was on a talk show. This is what you get if you spend too much time on YouTube, everyone. Stay on our channel. Don't go out into the darkness. Don't go out into the darkness. But Suge Knight was on like Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Incredible.
And he
Okay.
suggested that Eazy-E was murdered by somebody pricking him with a syringe of AIDS. He suggested that, and Jimmy Kimmel was like, "What? Oh my God!"
I haven't got enough time to practice fully.
And then he was like, "Yeah, you don't know about that shit." Kind of reaction.
Dude.
Did I get too far off track?
No, we found the warehouse where we're supposed to practice after all this time.
Oh, excellent.
It's warehouse 4.
Excellent.
And we're going to forget that the next time we go to record this.
I'll remember.
It's already this late?
That's incredibly dark.
Isn't it dark?
Fuck me. Wow.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do that in the middle of a
Was it
Shenmue
number
episode.
18?
Jesus
Well, we're looking at-
Christ.
Babyface Rio.
Babyface
I
Ryo.
thought it would be funny to go that dark, but it took us.
Think about
took us
this.
far.
Think about the timing of this game. Ryu's about 17 in 1986, right? That means by the time NWA was coming out, this dude would be like, what, 19, 20? Do you think Ryo would be in the NWA?
Yeah, I think he would like the sound of it every time he heard it, but he wouldn't get up the courage to like go buy a cassette. Is that accurate?
I think that's entirely accurate. This, yeah, goodbye. Banished. Fucking Thanos, that dude. Goodbye. All right. You can lick the pop to
Thanos to him.
You heard me.
Excellent.
Nailed it.
Boom.
The way that the skybox turns with you is so freaky. Guys, forklifts come through here. Stop running in the harbor.
Yeah, that's the worst possible place to do your morning exercise.
So what do you think's gonna happen? Do you think we're gonna get stopped on this shift?
I wonder. You don't suppose we should be going back to the harbor lounge or anything like that, do you?
No.
You think that's over and done with?
I mean, look, maybe we'll run into them again at nighttime. Maybe.
He proudly wears his place number 2 on his
Yeah,
forklift.
but we're number 2.
Yeah, you beep at him again. Tell him to take that letter off.
I wish I could beep manually. What?
Here we go.
There it is.
Another guy getting his...
Oh, it's this guy.
No sympathy. No
What'd you-
sympathy for this guy.
What did you eat, man? What did you eat?
He just...
walking with that sailor guy.
See, look at
Hey, schoolboy.
Dude, you're the fucking...
You.
You're the Goldar of this game. Like, we've whooped your ass every time.
Wow.
Over here.
Perfect analogy.
Do you think this is quick time?
That facial expression on Ryo just now was incredible.
Do you feel good that we're at least on the right track?
He's
Yeah.
coming.
This is good. They keep trying to lure us into a trap. We keep beating their ass. Ooh, are they going to try to hit us with that chain? What's going on?
So you showed, eh?
Yeah.
You guys again. What's your problem? That'd be you. Ah!
Good job, Brett.
Trying. Bodied. Hold that. Get out of here. Bulk. Skull. Fuck off.
Hey, boy.
Everybody's getting bodied!
Wow. Batman returns to him.
Safe, boy.
Woo! Triple time! Hold
Whoa! Exceptionally done.
Clipped through the box.
Brett, that was flawless.
I got lucky.
I don't know if that was luck.
When you see this angle, it can only be one mocap actor.
Pay for being a guru.
Here comes Circus.
Girlfriend. What did you say?
What the fuck you say?
Best watch your back. Next
Ryo
time
is very
we'll just
homophobic. It's
shoot.
1986. It's not really his fault.
We're gonna go after your family friends. Gonna get them. That's it. Oh.
Talk about dark.
No, now I'm really invested. You can't go after Ine-san and shit. Well, better get back to work. My family
Wait.
and friends have been threatened.
They just
Oh, I know what they're gonna do.
they just used the crane angle on us and then didn't reveal Andy Serkis' character. Why?
Weird, huh?
That was weird. You said, "Oh, I know what."
I know what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen, dude? We're gonna go home.
They're not gonna fuck with Ine-san. They're gonna fuck with either Fukusan or Nozumi.
Nozumi went to Canada though. Maybe not yet.
Not yet. I don't think yet. That was like yesterday.
We get back to town. They've tied the cat up.
I would immediately turn this game off and find the writer for this game and beat him up. Like, you dirty motherfucker. You know how much I've invested in that little motherfucker?
Jeez.
You asshole.
You gotta be careful how you
Come
write.
here. Come here,
You
mother.
gotta be careful how you write these games.
Seriously.
That would be a really dastardly move for a video game developer.
They tie him up like Splinter in the Foot Clan hideout.
Exactly.
Like strung up.
exactly. Ninja Turtles 1.
What are these creatures?
That Muppet Tomacat.
How do they know how to fight like this?
Oh, very good. You got that Shredder impression down mostly because you have the whisper through both sets of teeth. The top and the bottom teeth.
Hang there until you die.
Oh, goodness. That was very well done.
Oh man, I love that scene more and more as I get older. The scene where it's like a slow crane shot of them bringing in the goods to the Foot Clan hideout, and Tatsu's just sitting there congratulating both himself and Shredder, like we're doing it, master. Everything's going according to plan. And then Shredder's like, something about the way you describe their fighting is weird. I love that scene.
Because you get to watch him think.
You get to watch Shredder hear information and then be like, this shit doesn't add up. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a good turning point moment.
It really is. Like it's a nice moment of, because it adds nothing to the story. It's just a good character part that shows that Shredder heard the information about the turtles and was like, what do you mean they fought like that? Like, that sounds like a bastardization of what we do.
Right.
Because it is.
And it's a very good window into his character, like you're saying, for that reason, because you get to see that how much he cares about that. Like, that is what's sacred to him, is the fighting style, right? Is that what you're saying?
That's not really explored in that movie, but like, in like a lot, yeah, like the Foot Clan fighting style, he's like the master of it at that time. So yeah, in other media, he does care a lot about it.
How cool is that? Guys, if you are I don't want to say too young, to have been grown up while that movie came out, I guess we're growing up, like we're almost too young for that movie, right? Because we were like 5 or 6 or something when that movie came out.
We were like 4 or 5.
So we're almost too young to have that be our first exposure to Ninja Turtles, but it was. And for those of you who are wondering, why does that Ninja Turtles movie matter? If I can do the old man thing for a second and say,
yeah, we're talking about Ninja Turtles 1990, by the way.
Right. So that was a movie that was shot on film. It was an independent film, which is in and of itself amazing. But it was the highest grossing independent film of its time.
Until
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you knew this
I mean, independent film. So
Until My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Is that right? Wow.
Highest grossing independent film, which makes sense. You get an IP like that, like when it was hottest,
Right.
But that film has no reason to be as good as it actually is. Ugh.
Revisit it if you haven't seen it in a long time.
It holds up.
It won't disappoint you.
It's certainly not perfect, but I mean, like not a single other turtle movie, man. That might not be true. It's probably in there, but like no other turtle movie has as much pathos as that one does. Scenes of people like forgiving each other and like beating themselves up and shit. It's incredible.
It is very good. And the brotherly dynamic is very well honed.
Leo.
Oh.
Don't.
All right. We did good. We beat another 13 asses.
I tried to check my journal.
That's you getting your crayon map out of your pocket and then the wind blowing it into your face.
Look, the same dude.
This mother.
Don't make me banish you. Don't make me banish you. Don't make me put you in the bad place.
He sent him to the
cornfield.
Sent him back to the cornfield dimension.
Are you aware of that reference? Do you remember the Twilight Zone?
Wow. Old school Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
No.
Where there was the little boy who took over the town because he just had like godlike omnipotent powers. And the only thing he wanted was for people to be happy. So he would force everybody in the town to be happy. And it's like, I forget his name, but like Jimmy. It's like, we're all happy because of Jimmy. You better be happy too. You don't want to get sent to the cornfield. And that's what he would do. He would like banish people. Terrifying.
To an actual cornfield?
I think so. I think I'm getting that right. I don't remember.
They really knew how to operate that space of, that's a really good freaky mental space to be in.
That premise, that episode has been parodied a lot of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Getting pretty good at this box thing.
Dude, you're just doing it. It's second nature to you now. Like there's a phrase for that. Oh, yeah.
If the viewers at home, if you guys out there have started treating this show like a podcast.
And just listening. You're saying just listening and not watching?
Right. I don't blame you at this point. Because
Neither do I.
That's just the way this game works at this point.
Now, for those of you who are watching muted, you're freaks. You are
but
crazy.
then again, they never hear that, so.
Right. So I'm taunting somebody with no repercussion.
Question of the day: you guys like? How therapeutic is watching us move these boxes? Is it at all? None? Somewhat? You know?
I hope it's somewhat therapeutic. Everything in its place. Everything in its place. Everything in its place. I have to say it 3 times. Everything in its place 4 times. I have to do 2 more.
2 more. Never even. Always odd. Never 7 though. Never 7. 7's weird. Sometimes 9, but then you may as well do 10. 10 is the only even you can do. If you're gonna do 9, you may as well do 10. If you're gonna do 10, you may as well do 2 sets of 10.
That's right. May as well. We're getting attacked. We're getting attacked.
Oh no! I told you not to go back there. I told you not to. Dude, I'm legit fucked right now. Banished. Banished to the cornfield.
She's reversing. He's like, I saw what you did to Jim.
Cornfield.
Oh, no.
Cornfield.
You cornfielded him. He's trying to reverse. He was scared for his life. You still gave him the Jimmy.
You gave him the Jimmy! Oh my God in heaven. Oh my God in heaven. That someone would be on this very narrow path, look up and see Rio's face and go, I'm sorry, I'm backing up. Please. And then like Rio's like, no.
Oh my God.
You gotta go.
Ruthless.
You gotta go to the cornfield. And he's like, no. Just echoes of a scream left screaming on the wind.
Wow. That's too good. That is too good.
Finished for the day.
Oh, man. That is something.
Okay, good job.
You made quota.
Today's pay.
I'll give you a raise.
Thanks.
Oh, we didn't
You
make
made
quota?
son.
Oh, okay.
So starting
That's
tomorrow,
another 50
you'll
yen
get
raise.
50 yen raise.
That'll be 500
That'll be
yen.
500 yen per crate.
At least this.
How do you like my beard?
Keep up the good work.
It's.
Yes.
I'd say
thank
it's
you very much.
fine.
See, wrong answer.
Oh, see, I was gonna be like, most people would have kissed my ass. Told me it was great. It's not great, and I know that.
I appreciate your honesty.
Hey, Dio. I overheard some information.
Here's some more plot for you.
Information.
I heard them all whispering something about Long Ja. That is soon.
Long Ja?
I better find a
Means
Chinese
the reckoning.
Figure it's some
Wait, what did you
mad
say?
angel
Right.
black market deal. Makes sense. They've been on edge lately.
Long Ja. When's it supposed to happen?
Let's check it. Longsha.
That's when they transfer all the Sega Dreamcasts onto the Chinese freighter.
True. Let's see if we can go home. I don't think we can. Should we get? I don't know.
Man,
That seems like the
Marcus.
type of thing that we want to get translated, but I doubt we can.
Longja?
Yeah.
You think, you doubt we can go back to town and ask
Hey,
someone?
mister.
Oh, okay.
Oh, youngin', it's you.
We're doing this.
I heard about you. Here you're after the Mad Angels.
Okay, I know everything about him now.
Yes.
Before when I
know you
pretended
was
I knew
revenge,
nothing.
but if something happening to you, how about the Hazuki tradition?
But
No buts, boy.
Only
If
much
no
men.
one were left to carry on. Oh, what a shame that'd be. I will show you another move.
what's that move?
It's another slide.
The cross charge.
Garage.
Just at the moment you evade, slam into your opponent's side.
I use it on the
When
bus.
you're up against multiple opponents.
Use when someone
They
takes
can
my
hang up on
place
you,
on the
know.
bus.
This move is perfect for times like that.
All right, so it looks like we're going to be taught a move that's good for crowd control, which is nice.
Oh, that's cool. It's called crowd control. I like that.
Cross charge. Well, how do you?
You just go down to the I'll tell you how you master it. You go down to the moves list and you assign L1.
Seriously.
That's how you master it.
Let's see.
The cross charge. You could either push forward, triangle, and circle.
Okay.
Or
cool.
assign L1.
That's good to know. Man, that dude's paying off.
He's been the most helpful character without shelter
Maybe I should ask around
of any
about the
video
Mad
game.
Angels.
It'd be too much. All right, guys. Next time, some more shit's probably going to go down at nighttime. You know how it works at this point.
We did a good job. We were in the thick of it. We had a job to do. We did the job. We got the raise every day. We kicked Mad Angel's asses. I feel real good about this.
Me too.
Hopefully
Thanks for watching,
you
y'all.
do too at home.
Do.
Do to two.
Boop. Bye, everybody.
Bye.